Well, good morning. Today is Thursday, June 27th, and we have a couple birthdays. Today is Lenora Wow, W-A-U-G-H, Lenora. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lenora. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also John, who is Lynn Hellman's son. So, John, it's your birthday. Your mom wanted me to sing to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear John. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Sue Colbeck's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sue. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you both have all three of you have a great, great birthday. All my clocks are going to start going off pretty soon here. Oh, no, maybe just the grandfather clock right now because it's only half past. But if you could say some prayers for Becky Fisher. Becky's going to have some surgery done tomorrow. So if you could say some prayers tonight and tomorrow while during her surgery, I really would appreciate it. And her friend Mike Kisser, K-I-Z-E-R, is in need of your prayers also. So if you could say some prayers for Mike, I would appreciate it. Doug's surgery is next week. I think it's on the 2nd, which is my anniversary. I'll be married 53 years. And then on the 3rd, my Bertie's husband, Ron, is having a valve replacement. So if you could say some prayers on the 3rd, but I'll remind you again when it gets closer. And then my sister-in-law, Barb, found out that she has to have a valve replacement, but they don't feel she's strong enough to have it right now, so that she's going to go into a rehab center first to build up some of her strength, and then they're going to go from there. And then prayers for my sister Mary, as always. But we got some running around today. We have some running around today to do. So I'll take you with me. How's that sound? So let's go. First stop will be, I think we're going to Danny's first. But hang on. We'll see where we go. Well, we have a little bit of running to do. My rosacea's going crazy again. We got lots of things to do today, so we're getting an early start. First stop is going to be Danny's house to clear out his pool filter. See how it's looking. He's just outside of Dublin today golfing. He tried to golf in Scotland, but he couldn't find a course that was open on a Sunday. So he never got his golfing in Scotland, which is, I would think, where you'd want to golf since that's where it originated. But we got a little bit of running around to do. It's a nice, cool day today. It's in the 60s. What was Jim not surprised about?
That you were opening the windows today.
To get some fresh air in the house.
Yeah, much needed.
Yeah, that's a sarcastic much needed. But we're on our way, so hang with us. We'll take you along for the ride today. Okay, we've determined that with Danny's trees all around here, that he must have to vacuum this pool every day, because we just vacuumed it the day before, and it was perfectly clear. So I don't know. But Danny's got a really big backyard. Oh, Jim's going to be nice and skim. That'll be good because I just cleaned up the filter. He's got a nice little patio. Back of his house here. Very nice. This fence is kind of falling down a little bit right there. He's got to fix that. But I don't know if he still has his fire pit. He used to have a fire pit. No, he's got some plants in the middle of it. He used to have a fire pit right there. But I guess he decided just to plant something instead. So Jim's going to do some skimming. And then we're going to move on. Trampoline for the boys over there. A little deck to jump off of. Well, that was quick and easy. Just returned my stuff at Kohl's. Oh, there it is. Kohl's. Well, we're back from all our running around. I forgot to film when we were at CVS. I was just picking up some prescriptions. And then at Kroger's, I did film, but for some reason I hit the wrong button. It didn't film, and I butt dialed Jimmy. I don't know how I did that. Somehow. And then Jimmy called, and he said, "Did you call me or did you butt dial me?" And I said, "I must have butt dialed you." And then I went back to filming, and I don't know. It got all screwed up. But anyway, we went to Kroger's, and we spent $175. We didn't get that much. We did get a lot of meat. I got a roast, and we got some hot dogs, and we got some burgers. We got some chicken. So, I mean, the meat products added up. And then Jim got a couple frozen dinner meals, because I don't cook every night. I should, but I don't. But anyway, so we're going to continue on with our weight loss tips for motivation, determination, and commitment for weight loss. And so we're going to do 6 more. We did the first 6 yesterday on June 26th. Today's June 27th. We're going to do the next 6. Number 6, avoid eating foods that aren't in your plan by telling yourself, I will be upset with myself in the morning, or I will control my emotions, or ask yourself, how will I feel when I get on the scale? Or am I truly hungry, or am I bored? Or is eating really going to make me feel better? I think I read those yesterday. Yes, I did. Recap. I'm not even going to edit it out. We talked about this yesterday. We have to know the difference between boredom and just eating just to eat, which is boredom, or eating because you're hungry, and then if you're really truly eating because you're hungry, you're going to pick something nutritious to eat. Fact. But anyway, let's move on to number 7. Put $10 in an envelope before you eat something that you are having a hard time resisting. At least you will have money to buy some new clothes. $10 every time you eat something you know you shouldn't can add up fast. Every bill that goes in the envelope means that your journey will be longer. You can eat in private, but that doesn't stop the weight from coming on or for the world to see. I like this idea. I don't know that $10 is a lot of money, though, which is the point. I really realize that's the point. But unfortunately, if you put enough $10 bills in there, you're going to have to go buy bigger clothes, and that kind of defeats the purpose of the whole thing. But if you put money aside to buy something special when you reach a certain point, I've done so many different things during my journey. I really have done a lot of different things. I used to put like marbles in a little thing. Like I had one jar full of marbles of how much I wanted to lose, and another jar when I would move the marbles over back and forth, which did work for a while. I did set goals. I like to match my glasses with my outfit, or my shoes with my outfit, or my watch bands with my outfit. So what I did was, and you would think if I'm so big, I'm not that I'm huge, but I'm big, but I'm very matchy, conscious. I'm really conscious of how I match. I like my glasses, my shoes, my clothes, everything to kind of go into a theme. And I think it's from my childhood. My mother mixed matched. Boy, that's a tongue twister. She'd always say, as long as you're clean, it doesn't matter. Nowadays, it doesn't really matter because people do wear stripes and plaids together. Back when I was growing up, that was a no-no. But my mother would say, you're clean. That's all that really matters. So I'm kind of like self-conscious about matching. So I do like to match things. So I should put $10 in an envelope every time I lose some weight. But I understand the concept of putting it in there, because then you're kind of like making a realization that you're doing something wrong. I like it the opposite way. I don't agree with this number 7. I think putting $10 in an envelope every time you lost like 5 pounds, that would be more, to me, what I'd want to do. And I agree, though, because you can eat anything you want in private, but it always shows up and people can see it. You can tell, a lot of people show their food, and then they get on the scale the following week, and they've had a slight gain, or they've had a gain and they can't understand it. I am guilty of this. Even when I was showing my food, a lot of times I didn't show you the snacks. But the snacks add up. They really do. So you can hide, like they're saying, you can hide what you're eating, but you know truly what you know, and your body is keeping tabs. Whether you are or not, your body is, and definitely the scale is. So this one, I'm on the fence on that one. What is your opinion on this one, for the put $10 aside every time you eat something you're not supposed to have? Number 8, if you already give in and eat something you shouldn't, do not say to yourself, I already messed up, I might as well keep eating. I've done that many, many times. Accept that you have fallen, but it's time to get back on track and make up for your mistake. You will feel better emotionally when you do this. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Regain your determination. How do you do that? Pray if that works for you. Talk to yourself. Read something that is positive. Research weight loss. Keep your focus on losing weight. And live and breathe in constantly. A a lot of times do turn to prayer because I do find that it does work for me. A lot of times I'll just say to myself, let's give myself 10 minutes and let's see if in 10 minutes I really truly still want it. And if in 10 minutes I'm still kind of like on the fence, I'll give myself another 10 minutes. But if after 10 minutes, no, I still want it, I go have it, I track it and move on and not feeling any guilt because I gave myself that little time out to decide, is this really something I really want, or is it something I'm just going to gulp down and I'm not going to pay any attention to it? And talk to yourself, read articles, watch YouTube videos, do all of these things that's going to help you. And just, take a breath. Just take a breath sometimes because that's really what you have to do. And just know we all make mistakes. We really, truly do make mistakes. And beating yourself up is not going to make it any better. It's just not. If anything, it's going to make you feel worse. And so you don't want to be doing that. Definitely don't want to be doing that. Number 9. For me, this is from an article from a person, so that's why I'm saying from me. But for me, I must weigh myself and record that weight every day. I know that doesn't work for some. That doesn't work for me. But for her, it does. It's the most important thing to keep her motivated. It keeps me from slipping off the weight loss journey, reminding myself to keep going. It will work, and even more importantly, it has been working. I know that Sue Slims Down, who's been on vacation, her son got married, so she was out of state, and then when she got back, a friend of hers was there, and so she was a little bit off plan for a little while. But I don't know if she's got one up yet, but she does intend on having a video up this week, letting you know about everything that was going on in her life. I know that she weighs herself every day. Oh, back to number 8. I thought of another thing that I was going to say. I got this from Joan over at Rise and Shine Suburban Homesteading. If you don't buy it and it's not in your house, it can't tempt you. Because if you can't get in the car and you got to drive somewhere, I forgot, that was what I was trying to remember. See, like when you get old, things kind of leave you, but they come back. If you wait a minute, they come back. They really do. So watching the debate tonight, I'm going to wonder how much the two of them, because one's 78 and one's 81 or 77. So I think he's 77, or is he 78? Anyway, they're both old. They're both too old. They're both too old. But anyway, I'm curious to see how many of the senior moments the two of them have. Because, once you, senior moments happen to everybody no matter what your walks of life are. But I'm finding that once I hit 70, they come around a lot more often. And they like to stay. I'd rather they just left. But, they're one of those hanger-oners that just stay. And then the older I get, the more I think. Before it used to bother me because I think, oh my gosh, do I have Alzheimer's? Am I got dementia or something like that? Now I just realize it's a fact of life and I just let it go and then it'll come back just like this one just did. So if you don't bring it into the house, it's not going to bother you. You're not going to be tempted by it because you're going to have to get in the car. You're going to have to drive somewhere to go get it. So it can only tempt you once in the store. Just remember that. But back to number 9. I only weigh myself once a week. I weigh myself on Mondays right around 10 o'clock in the morning. On the same scale, wearing the same clothes. That reminds me, I got clothes in the dryer. Once again, another senior moment. I forgot I did a load of laundry and I forgot it was in the washing machine. Anyway, I know I'm a wackadoodle. I make no excuses. That's just who I am. But I got to remind me. I got clothes in the washer. I got thrown into the dryer. Anyway, I weigh myself once a week. It works for me. Maybe if I wait, I'm one of the type of person, like I can get on the scale today and it'll say I lost 3 pounds. And I'm thinking, oh gosh, I lost 3 pounds. And I'll get on the scale tomorrow and it'll say I only lost 2. And I'm thinking, I really was good yesterday. I didn't go out playing. How come I gained a pound? And it's really because your body fluctuates constantly. You can weigh yourself like at 9 o'clock in the morning and go weigh yourself again at 11 o'clock in the morning and you'll weigh entirely different. So try to pick a certain time, even if it's every day, the same scale, the same clothes, all of that good stuff, same place, and it'll be a true reading then, as far as I'm concerned. I'm thinking it will be. Number 10, realize you need to lose a lot of weight, like 20 pounds or more for anyone to notice. It's a very slow process, and it may even take months before the compliments start coming your way. Even if nobody notices, you will know you are winning. When you're really, really, really heavy, if you lose 20 pounds, it shows right away. If you've only got like 30 pounds to lose and you lose 20, I don't think it's quite as noticeable. And so I think sometimes you get a little discouraged. Like I said, I can look at videos, older videos, and I can see my weight gain. I can really, like in here and in here. Before my neck was more prominent, which I don't like this turkey thing I got going. So when I was thinner, it was really bad, and it really bothered me, but not so much that I wanted to gain weight. But maybe in the back of my mind that I did. I don't know. There's a reason I gained weight. I don't know what it is. I have still trying to figure that out, why I let myself go. But people that are around you all the time are not going to notice your weight loss until you've lost a considerable amount of weight, or you get a new outfit, which is a size smaller, or maybe 2 sizes smaller. They're not going to notice because they see you every day on a daily basis. But if you see somebody you haven't seen in a couple of weeks or a month or even a years, they're going to notice whether you've gained weight or lost weight. So don't get discouraged. Know what you're doing. Know that you're doing it right. And know that you're losing. You'll feel better about it anyhow. So you don't really need to get compliments. You really don't. Number 11 is after losing 15 pounds, try on something that has been slightly too small. Nothing drastic. Just maybe a little too tight in the bust or the butt or wherever. Does it fit? This is a non-scale victory. When I had to get a couple new pair of shorts this summer because they were just kind of worn from last summer. And I wasn't in my 18s, which I was wearing last summer. I was wearing, towards the end of summer, I was into the 20s because unfortunately I had both sizes. I had 18s and 20s. I still can fit in the 20s, so I'm still kind of happy about that, but they're a little tight. So when I had to buy new shorts, unfortunately I had to buy a 22, only because the 20s, and anybody that's heavy knows this, if you wear your clothes long enough, the threads get a little generous with you, if you know what I mean, and they kind of form to your size, and as you're getting bigger, that little bit of at a time, it'll stretch just a little bit. This is my theory. I don't know, I haven't proven this by any, but for me thinking this way, that, oh, my neighbor's home, can you hear him? Anyway, I think that when you're wearing things that your body gets a little bit bigger, and as it's getting bigger, the threads stretch a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. But when you go to the store to buy it, that true size doesn't fit anymore. So that was one of the reasons that I really got on the ball trying to lose my weight. I don't know how long he's going to have his music on. He's the nicest man, but he thinks he's the only one that can hear that music. So I don't know. You know what? Why don't I go put my laundry in the dryer while I'm thinking about it, and then I'll come back and maybe he'll be done by then. Well, that took a couple minutes. Just enough time for me to put my clothes in the laundry. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, where were we? We did the after losing 15 pounds. Number 12, after a 15 or 20 pound weight loss, is your bra getting too big, or can you tighten it up a notch? TMI, I don't wear a bra. But, if I get dressed up, I do, but otherwise, no. My girls have sagged as far as they're going to sag, and there's no point trying to lift them up. They've done enough lifting in their lifetime. They're not doing it anymore. They go, we're just tired. We're just tired. Leave us alone. So that's what I do. Anyway, but I mean, I think the two is, you can also say it is, like sometimes if you lose 15 or 20 pounds that you're not really, you should be ready to go into the next size, but maybe you might need a belt to hold your pants up a little bit longer or something like that. I don't know. That one's a new one for me. But 15 or 20 pounds, that's quite a bit. I think that's at least a size, almost 2 sizes, because maybe just 1 size. But that's my first tiny little mini goal is to lose 15 pounds. But it's not a goal like a set date. It's just my first little mini goal. And unfortunately, sad to say, I'll need to lose at least 15 pounds so I can put that clunker back over. Because I think I was 264 on my last weigh-in. So, I know, from 209 to 264, that's sad. But I was inching close to 270. I was getting too close to that. It was getting scary. It was really, really getting scary. So, back on track again. I've got a mean roast in the oven right now. We're going to have a roast tomorrow. I like to cook my roast the day before because then I can slice it the next day and make it a little bit thinner. I just put a little bit of the au jus. I'm not a gravy eater. I make gravy because Jim likes gravy. But I just put the juices from the roast over the roast when I reheat it tomorrow. And then I do my carrots and my mushrooms and roasted potatoes with it, and we just reheat them tomorrow. So that's what we're going to have tomorrow. I don't know. Tonight I think I'm just going to have a tuna fish sandwich. I don't know what time this video is going to go up. It's like really early. It's only 3 o'clock. But the internet is down in my area because they're putting in a new subdivision across the road from me. And they're kind of pisses me off because they're putting down in underground cables, which is what I want. So hopefully that'll work for the AT&T. We have Xfinity for our internet, but AT&T for our TV services. So I'm hoping that the AT&T does the fiber optics in our area once they put the new subdivisions in. So because it'll be with the storms and everything, it's just easier to keep the power going. I have a generator, so I have electricity, but if the AT&T goes out because of the wiring above ground, not so much. It was a beautiful day today. It's like only 70 degrees. I got my window open. All my windows are open. Got a nice cross breeze going through my house. Today would have been the perfect day for my guy to come to do my deck, and he didn't come. If he doesn't come tomorrow, on Saturday, I'm going to tell him just give me my money back, because Saturday we have an 85% chance of rain, and I refuse to wait another week. I've waited all of June. I have not been able to sit on my deck all of June because we took everything off the patio and we put it, like I call it, the lower patio. But it's so cramped down there that, it's not feasible to go sit down there. So I can't sit outside. I can sit out in front, but then we get the western sun. I know I said the winter sun the other day. I meant the western sun. So it gets a little hot and kind of hard. The sun shines right on your face. But I'm getting very discouraged with them. I really am. So if he doesn't show up tomorrow, I'm just going to have David and them bring my furniture back up on the deck and just go from there. Sad to say, but that's what I'll have $1,100 more in my pocket. Look at it that way, I guess. Okay, that's going to do it for now. Yeah, so let's chat again tomorrow. Like I said, I don't know what time you're actually going to be seeing this, but hopefully on the 27th. And then we will do the final 6 steps tomorrow. Or 6 tips. How's that sound? Okay, talk to you then.